CC peeps. All right, you guys ready? I've got Amy back here. Get ready. Get ready. She is going to share a powerful story. Well, I'll let her share it, but a 15 challenge kids, which is for the Classical Conversations community, are basically like junior high, high school kids that went to Europe. 15 of them. Check out this powerful story. Okay, so ma'am, how long have you been homeschooling?
I have been, my oldest is 17, so I've been with Classical Conversations for 10 years.
Okay.
And my oldest is going into Challenge 4 this year.
Okay, so and you said you've been in CC for 10 years?
For 10 years, yes.
Okay, wow. Well, give me some knuckles. What? That is amazing. Okay, now can you share the story with them that you share with me?
Yes, so my son was in Challenge 2, and the tutor was super excited about making the education come alive for them as they study art and history. So they decided to raise money and go to Europe. And we paired up with some other Challenge 2 groups in the United States, and we took 15 kids to Europe with Education First, which is an academic program that takes teenagers through Europe. And we had a guide who guided us. He had been with EF for 18 years and had lots of experience guiding teenagers through Europe, but we were his first homeschool group.
Okay. So this guy was a guide for 18 years, and you guys were his first homeschool group. I want to make that point.
Yeah. So about halfway through the week, he came up to us parents and said, I have to be honest with you, I was really nervous about having your kids in my group. He said, I expected them to be unsocialized, not be very smart. And he said, I have to tell you, this is the most impressive group of kids I have ever seen in 18 years. And the kids were eager to learn. They were excited. They were engaged with the things he had to say. And a year later, he called our Challenge 2 tutor to let her know that he and his wife decided to homeschool their child.
Guys, how awesome is that? Like the how God works. So here's my can I throw on a little thing? So you never know how God is going to use you. You never know how God is going to not only use you, but use your kids. So the work that we are all doing with homeschooling our kids, we have no idea how the Lord is going to use our families to help other families. So think about that. What had to happen? What had to take place for Amy and her friends and stuff to impact this other guy across the world? Where does he live?
He lives in England.
In England, so that dude who influences a lot of people to homeschool his own kids. That story is so powerful. The power of community, and just how God used a group of kids, CC kids, across the other side of the world to impact another guy who impacts a lot of people too. So that is so awesome. And then you want to share your observation of oh no, not so much? Okay, well, I'll share it this way. So she shared an observation, and we're going to stay, is it PC? We'll stay. So one of the things that she shared was, now this is an observation, that the homeschool kids, because it was not just homeschool kids, but it was just, there were CC kids, and then also...
Yeah, our group of 15 paired up with a public school group.
Of how many kids?
I think they had around 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and what she had mentioned is how the CC kids all were, anytime the guide was talking, were very engaged in what the guide was saying and very active and engaged in the skinny that they were sharing about the artwork or the history or wherever they were at the time. So anyway, so that was a neat dynamic that they were just all very hungry to learn. That's anyway another neat little blessing of the story, because that's one thing I know I want for my kid. She's going into Challenge A, which is 7th grade, and I want her to have a level of learning, and so just to see that play out in some of your kids is a huge blessing. So thank you, ma'am, for sharing this awesome story. You guys rock. Love you guys. #MyCC Community.